I think for me, reflecting, it's been really brilliant to see so many different projects different people have done, and really being able to see how that's looked in different schools and how that's been planned to make it have as many successful outcomes as possible. So I've really enjoyed seeing such a variety of projects and the successes that they've had, and thinking about how I might be able to implement similar things in my own context.
Thanks, David and Claire. I've three short reflections. The first one is the incredible experience of being with other passionate people who, sorry, let me rephrase that, other passionate educators who want to improve what they do in their institutions by the use of project-based learning. Secondly, I'd like to reflect on Claire and David's generosity, because their generosity to me really infuses this program and course beyond any other course I've done. And thirdly, I always knew that I tinkered with project-based learning, and now I know what I'm doing. Thank you.
Just a reflection, this half term has probably been the hardest half term as a head teacher I've ever had. And I just like to say, you know, these 6 Wednesdays have been a bit of a glimmer of light in that. So thank you all for that. And thank you, especially David and Claire, as well as having learned a lot as well, which is also equally important.
My reflection is that I greatly admire the work that teachers do, and although I've learned a lot through this course, I do believe that you can only really get to grips with PBL when you're actually doing it. And I'm looking forward to getting started. It might not be immediately, but I am looking forward to it, and I'd like to think that I would get better as I practice. And thank you to all, because you've all been lovely.
For me, my takeaway is that PBL needs to be an explicit almost value in your school, and it needs to be resourced with manpower and time, and it can't be piecemeal planning. It has to be really explicit, and it's at the core, it's at the center of how the school works. And yeah, I'll miss the accents now on a Wednesday. Really enjoyed your company, everybody.
My reflection is very much to do with feeling confidence and reinforcement in actually what we are already delivering, and it's really validated the subject that for me, many people, when I say, oh, I'm a project-based learning teacher, will ask me, well, what's that? And I've found my people because they understand what I'm talking about. So it's been great. Thank you.
My reflection is that it's been lovely after all these years of teaching. I've been teaching 30 years to actually find something that's just re-inspired me, and has kind of, you can get a bit jaded after a while, and it's really nice, because this is why I went into teaching, and it's really nice to have the opportunity to learn about project-based learning and put it into practice. And it's been really inspiring hearing everybody's ideas, and yeah, really looking forward to going ahead and seeing how it goes, and working collaboratively with lots of people in the community as well. So thank you.
So my reflection hinges around the power of doing it yourself, the project slice, and the team actually performing project-based learning before they expect the students to do it. So I think that that's a real powerful reminder of that. And then I'm full of gratitude for being able to do the course. Thank you.
I'm the same here. I think if it's good enough for the students, it's good enough for the teachers. That was one of the quotes. And you cannot plan enough. And thank you so much.
I've really thought about preparation being key, and that constant reflection is key. And I've also thought that there's always lots to learn, because we've done project for a long time at Barrow, but there's always so much that you can learn and go forward with. So thank you.
Yeah, I just feel very grateful to have been here and to sort of hear different people's points of view from several different countries. I have lived and worked in England and now live and work in Ireland, so I can relate to both sort of educational systems. On the first day that we introduced ourselves, I couldn't actually get my mic to work. So I'm a art and SEN teacher. So I have found this really interesting from a sort of SEN context about how actually we might begin to develop and run projects with groups of SEN cohorts and for them to find sort of meaning in their work. So I think that that's something that I'm definitely going to try and introduce into the school. And thank you.
I guess that's sort of links with my reflection really, which is, you know, we really didn't know quite how this would work. And so thank you for being so generous yourself with your own time, because we've learned heaps doing this. We're actually going to be started again with a school in Norway in a couple of weeks' time, and we'll make quite a few changes as a result of your suggestions. So so thank you very much. And unless anybody else has got anything, I think reflections has ended.